What is up, my friends? Hello, hello, hello. How the fuck is everybody doing? Boop, boop. Okay, we're good. Hello. Hello, my friends. Hope you guys are ready to talk about a spicy twab. A very spicy twab. I went into this like full expecting like, oh man, there's gonna be angry people. Anytime Crucible is mentioned, there's gonna be angry people. And then as I was reading, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, this is kind of good. And then I kept reading and I was like, oh shit. So I think there's a couple controversial things. But I mean, we're gonna go through the swap here in a second. I want to give people a couple minutes to get in here, but for the most part, like, pretty phenomenal changes all around. Oh my fucking god. Okay. I think it's funny that Prophecy's getting loot changed again. So the reason I keep doing that is because Prophecy's free, right? So it makes a lot more sense for them to invest time in content that everyone can play. I'm not saying that's necessarily the best move from a player perspective or like a paying player perspective, but I will say that Adjudicator, the SMG, and now I'm blanking, whatever the fuck it's called, what is like my favorite Destiny SMG, why am I blurry, of all time, by like a lot. So if it comes back with some cooking perks, dude, and then the darkest, not the darkest before, the Swift Wind or whatever the fuck it was called, Swift Action, the other pulse that's not the darkest before is an incredible pulse as well. I'm very excited. Thank you for being one of the only positive content creators. I mean, I'm definitely not always positive, but I at the end of the day, like, look, if I find something exciting, I'm gonna be excited about it, and if I find something disappointed, I'm gonna bitch about it. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit here and like pretend to hate something, and I try not to let the like community sentiment as a whole get to me too much. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty easy. And this has happened before. I think the biggest time for me when it happened was at the launch of Season of Seraph, where I was like, okay, this is interesting, but the bunkers, like the seasonal activity, were reused. They're just essentially the assets, not the activity itself. And it really started getting to me where I was like, oh man, I'm not enjoying this as much because everyone's like constantly complaining about it. So ever since I've been more cognizant about that, I try to really separate my own feelings from the community. Relentless. Yes, thank you. Yo, Noble, what's up? Yeah, so we're gonna give people a couple minutes. The community's heavily split on these changes. I say wait and see. These are words and we don't know the effects. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, a huge part, and while we wait for people, I'm just gonna go do the at the end of the day, a large amount of enjoyment in Crucible comes from a healthy population. And Bungie can do a lot of things to try to stimulate that, rewards and, you know, skill bands, tuning and stuff like that. But they can't force people to play. So at the end of the day, it's just kind of the nature of a live action or like a live service MMO type perpetually online game is so much of it is actually out of Bungie's control. So just so much of the experience, I've been talking about this a lot with going into the final shape. Like, Bungie can deliver the best content ever, but if there's not community hype and there's not people playing going into it, it doesn't matter, and then people aren't going to play it. So not saying that these Crucible changes are going to be the best ever, but I think they're a big step in the right direction. Like I said, we'll read it. Just give us a little time, and we'll go and break down the TWAB, talk about it. But I think all in all, like, it's a good step in the right direction, and I hope it gets people in there, because that is going to be a large part of Yo, something on my mind. I've never seen anyone talk about this since the announcement. Hasn't Bungie said that local chat would become opt-out instead of opt-in? That change is yet to take place. I have fucking no idea. I could not even tell you. Is there not? No, it is opt-out. Local chat is opt-out. Because I'm automatically in. I see local chat talks all the time. It might be a setting. Local chat. Yeah, it is opt-out. Automatic, or you can have automatic where it automatically joins local chat. It's a setting. Yeah, you can turn it on and off, but that is a change they made. Then no one's responding? Oh, dude, you're getting ghosted. No, I talk to people in local chat all the time. Oh, a lot of times I'll see it, like, when I was going for the fishing triumphs, I'd go on Nessus, and people would be like, yo, Scarrow, come Sparrow fly with us, and so I'd go do it. I got distracted a lot on Nessus. What's the command number needed for 11? I think it's just, is it? Is Guardian rank 11 not just 100 green and blues? I need 910 for 9. Am I thinking of something else? Oh. Total score of 1800. My bad. Yo, what's up, brother? How do you feel about Sparrow Control? I have yet to play it. But local chat is by default, you are automatically in it, according to the settings. I've never changed the setting, and I'm in it. I just get doxxed on local chat. What? You type in there, and someone's like, it just replies with your IP address. Oh man, love how you doing. I've only ever seen someone using local chat once in my entire time playing the game. Bro, I see it like literally all the time, like in the tower and stuff. It is like, I guess a lot of the time it's people saying hi. So I guess maybe I have a skewed perspective. But yeah, I see that shit. Like, I bet if I go fly around destinations or the tower, I bet I'll see it. Wobby, what's up? So. But yeah, so how many, what is this wish, by the way? This wish quest line, like how much do you have to do? Maybe I'll do like 1 tier 3 and then we can start breaking down the TWAB. Oh, what the fuck is this? Key combatants. Yeah. Oh, let's fucking go. Someone drops my IP address and I'm responding with, tell me something I don't know. That's pretty good. Oh man, what'd you guys think of the my Jake video, by the way? The if Light Falls the final DLC. Dude, the analytics for that video are fucking wild. Like 10-to-1 dislike to like ratio. It's fucking crazy. I think it's easily the worst like ratio I've ever seen on my channel. And it's like, it's not even like, I'm not being a dick. I didn't make a mom joke. Like, I was just like, yeah, from a business perspective, this makes no sense. And people are like, fuck you! Like, holy shit. It's fucking crazy. The thing is, it's like, it's barely an opinion. Like, objectively, I think it with the information we know surrounding Bungie's business model, I think it objectively doesn't make sense. There's obviously going to be like an opinion side of that, like, because that's up to interpretation, I suppose, but I mean, come the fuck on. Unless Bungie's sitting on a guaranteed cash cow that we have no idea what it is. It just doesn't. You know what I mean? They like have like a fucking, they by law have to generate value for their shareholders. So if they have a product that they know can bring in value and they're like, ah, no, we're just gonna drop it, that's like illegal. You can't do that. So I don't know. I don't really know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I've never made a video like surrounding Jake before, so I don't know if that's just like people really like Jake and they didn't. Well, I didn't like. I try to be as polite as possible. I have no problem with Jake. He's kind of toxic to me all the time, but I have no problem with him. Like it just so happened that he made a video on it, and then I saw Astacross amplify that same opinion. And I really like Astacross too. Like I consider myself a friend of Astacross, so it's just like I have no problem with either of them. Great guys, but I think the take is a little short-sighted. Maybe it's the way you presented it or something. I thought it was like, I thought it was pretty tame for a Scaro video. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm usually such a dick about everything. And I was like, okay, I get, maybe that's the problem. Maybe it was the way I presented it in the fact that I wasn't a dick about it. Maybe people have come to expect me to be a dick about it. And that's the problem. People didn't like the more tame perspective. You didn't hit your mom joke quota? I made one in the comments. I said, subscribe to help us hit 100K so I can move out of your mom's basement. I thought that was a pretty good one. But I kept it for the comment section. I was trying to be profesh, as the kids are saying, okay? Have you seen the second most recent comment on your YouTube video? That is such a fucking... That is such a bizarrely specific question. No. Well, maybe. I don't fucking know. Dude, there was someone in that video that was accusing... He was like, oh, you're not a fucking chemist. And I was like, well, first off, he was like, oh, this guy claims to make $150,000 a year. It's like, I have never claimed to make that much money. My salary's large. It is not that. And so I corrected him on that. He's like, oh, you're not a chemist, you're a dumbass. It's like, well, both can be objectively true, first off. And then he told me I wasn't Harvard material, which is a really weird thing to tell a chemist, because Harvard does not have like a renowned chemistry school. You know, Harvard's like a law, got like a good law business thing going on. It is not like a reputable, like I've read thousands and thousands of scientific papers. I've never read one from Harvard. If you look at the list of the top 100 schools for polymer chemistry, Harvard ain't on there. Okay, MIT, it's on there. VTech, it's on there. Fucking Caltech, it's on there. Texas, it's probably on there. Harvard ain't fucking on there, dog. No one's like, oh, I'm a prestigious chemist from Harvard, actually. Get the fuck out of here. 149K, got it. No, so okay, look at this, right? So this is my first time ever getting a bonus, chat. In my life. I've never gotten a bonus, right? So I'm pretty open about this. I try to be open about my like, I'm not gonna give you like my fucking social security and my bank account information, but I think it is, my perspective is there's so much negative kind of press surrounding college. Like you hear so many times like, oh, college doesn't work for me, it's a waste of time, blah blah blah. I think it's very skewed in the wrong direction. I'm not saying college is for everyone, but I'm saying there's a really heavy kind of social media bias against it, I think. And so I try to be really open with the fact that like, hey, it worked for me. I make $112,000 a year. Like I try to be like, look, I had to go through 5 extra years of grad school, but it actually worked for me. You know what I mean? And I try to be open with that because chemists should know what they're worth. And people should know that education isn't always a waste of time for everyone. It just completely depends. You know, it's half luck. And so I'm really open with that. But anyways, so I get a bonus. First time in my life I get a bonus shot. It's a good one. It's a good one. I'm excited. Our part of the bonus multipliers, like based off of how like the company does for the year. And so like it's a down year across everything, you know, economy bad. So I get like a negative multiplier, but it's still like a good bonus. Best bonus ever. Everyone else is like, oh man, this bonus is, it's not as much as we had a couple years ago, and I'm over here like, money. Like, what? You're complaining about free money, bro? It's crazy. So oh, you're a chemist named 3 chemicals. Oh god. I somewhat agree with Cross's take. I think there will be a full year of just episodes and another expansion. That is incredible, like entirely possible. The only take I disagree with is that specifically Jake said this will be the last, I think he said, big DLC for Destiny and the last raid. When he hit me with the last raid thing, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? There's no shot. I think that one's just super silly. But the last annual expansion one, that's crazy. Like, I can see them taking a year off for Marathon, and it's hard, right? I don't even know if they'll take the entire year off. I think what's more likely is they'll just clear out like the 6 months around Marathon, I think is more likely. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we get Final Shape, and then, you know, Marathon drops in the fucking, in like the first 2 quarters of 2025, and then we get a Destiny expansion in the back half of 2025. But I would be absolutely floored if we don't have another large Destiny expansion by the first half of 2026. I think there's like, I don't know how that could make sense. There's just no way, unless Final Shape flops and Sony comes in, they're like, all right, fuck everything, and then they do their own thing. If Bungie is still trying to and of course they are, retain control from a business perspective, I don't see any way that they're not currently developing at least plans for the next yearly expansion. Or Destiny 3, but I don't think there's any, Destiny 3 is gonna take a lot longer than, let's say, 18 months to make, right? Like, that's a multi-year project. Especially if they want to make sure it doesn't launch like Destiny 2 or Destiny 1, right? In which they absolutely do not. So I think if there is ever a Destiny 3, which I have no idea if that's the plan, I think, to me, it makes sense. But I think if you're Bungie, you have to kind of juggle the, okay, this will be really good for introducing new people into the franchise, but we have to take a longer time away from Destiny 2. I see them just dropping the 2 instead of going to, yeah, I think also if they want to get people into the game, I agree. I think they should I think you know, a title like Destiny 3 is very daunting. I think you need to do like the Destiny universe, or Saga, a Destiny story, or something like that. You know what I mean? I think there's got to be a middle ground to keep it clean and make it make sense, but also like psychologically not push people away from the game that are like, oh, I've missed 10 years of lore. You know what I mean? Destiny Origins, Destiny Chronicles, yeah, something like that. Exactly. I think if I were Bungie, that's what I would do. But also, not a game developer, so I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, I'm really curious on the raid thing specifically. That's just such a... If Destiny... Oh, man, there's no way. Unless they are killing Destiny, which there's no financial reason to do right now. There's no way this is the last raid. Do you think they could just remove the 2 without causing issues? I think, like, the biggest thing would be, like... That's such a hard question, Wabi. That's such a... I don't know, like, the legal implications of that, or, like, the trademark or copyright implications of that. It could get really confusing as well. What they could do is call it Destiny. So it's Destiny, but instead of an E, it's a 3. I'm sorry, that was fucking stupid. But I don't know, like, I think... It's such a hard question, man. Because I think if they just brought, if they did like a RuneScape Classic or a World of Warcraft Classic or whatever these old school RuneScape where they bring it back and it's like the entire fucking everything. And I don't know if for those two properties if they kept releasing new content or not, but say they like, okay, boom, Destiny universe, everything Destiny 1, everything Destiny 2, and we're dropping new content. I think once again, you run into psychological problems in terms of you're not, it's you know, new players are gonna look at that and they're gonna be like, what the fuck? I'm not jumping. It's this, that is literally the reason I have never tried World of Warcraft. Because by the time I was old enough to really care about MMOs and stuff, there was 50 years of content. And I was like, yeah, no, there's no fucking way I'm doing that. And I if a hardcore gamer like me has those thoughts, I have no doubt in my mind. Same thing with Final Fantasy for me as well, and Warframe, like literally all of that. Like, no, I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. I have to imagine that's a really widespread mentality. Make a Destiny. Oh, that's so good. Fuck, I love that. Destiny Old Light? No. Old Light. I see what you're doing there. I don't know, man. I think you just have to kind of... That's such a hard question. I'm trying to think of a successful franchise that changed the name but kept it in the same universe. The thing is Bungie's known for their very, very, very good titles. You know what I mean? Marathon, Halo, Destiny. Like, they are short, sweet, to the point. I think like the worst title Bungie's ever had was Halo Reach, and that's still a pretty good title. You know what I mean? But I think in terms of like cleanness, that's probably, I'm trying to think of like Myth. What was the other, Orny or something like that? There's an O one, I think. Surely it wasn't Orny, because there would be so many horny jokes. Omni? Omi? Omi? Oni? What's the... ONI? Oni? Like, they're really fucking good at titles. Old school RuneScape has new content. I think Classic WoW has some weird season stuff. Yeah, so... I just think if you did that with Destiny, there's so much, man. I would love it. I would love it. But that from a Bungie perspective, having to rework and remake all of that content for a new engine, that is an absurd amount of work to gamble on people not being turned off by your game. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Very curious though. I would love to see like some sort of expanded Bungie universe type thing, like sort of what Remedy's doing. I don't know how many of their old properties they still own. Like obviously they own Destiny and Marathon, but I don't know if they could bring in Myth aspects or anything like that. I think that'd be could be kind of cool. Nothing crazy, just like little references and stuff. I think if they start a new engine, they should definitely leave Destiny 2 behind. Yeah, I think, I think they should leave Destiny 2 behind if they promise to not spend 90% of content time bringing back Destiny 2 content like they've done with Destiny 1 or the DCV in general. I think like this constant treadmill to get back to where we were has done nothing but hurt the game 100%. Like if they were going to remove a lot of that, with the exception of raids, I wish they just would have left a lot of it dead and just focus on new content. There's exceptions to that obviously, but you like how much time went into like bringing back the Cosmodrome? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know about all that. The raids are nice to have. What if they did something like Mortal Kombat and started again with MK1, ending your current story and starting a new one? I don't know, like with a universe like Destiny, you don't really need to end the story. You can just start a new one, right? Like it's kind of like Star Wars. This is something that's really kind of pissed me off about Star Wars. They always make movies in the same like in the same part of the fucking, you know, known galaxy in the same time frame. I'm not a huge Star Wars guy, but it's like you don't want to like fucking explore like something else here. Like you're in a couple 100-year period. Let's like, you know, like with Destiny, just pick a different part of the universe, a different race of creatures or different species, and a different fucking crazy thing. Just put it somewhere else. We don't have to start over or retcon anything. Just like go over there. Destiny Infinity would be kind of cool. You know, just something, or Destiny X. No, please don't fucking do that. I take that back. That's a really Destiny Alpha. Something like that, you know? Where you make it clear that it's like another iteration on the game, but it doesn't put it. I think that will hit better than like Destiny 3. What am I fucking doing here? Oh, the Wish. Am I just hanging out in Blind Well right now? Oh my god. Okay, we're almost done with this. And then we're gonna check out the top here in a second. I like this conversation though. What if they did something? Oh, I already read that. Sorry. I thought of a Remnant style game where you play Shin Malphur using Thorn. Like a Destiny Legends style game, I think would be really cool. I think you would just have to, like with those types of games, I think you'd have to do it differently. It's sort of like how in Borderlands, you have like Borderlands and you have like the Telltale series. I'm not suggesting we do that with Destiny, although I think a Telltale series like style game for the Dredgens would be fucking sick, actually, but make it a different type of game, or like how Halo Wars is different than Halo, like a different, you know, branch out. Like, okay, oh, you got this Destiny game, and then you have like a fucking, you know, third-person dungeon crawler where you play as orcs and you just get to go fucking commit genocide or something. Like an Infamous situation where instead of like good or bad, it's you are a hive and you have to feed your worm or cleanse your worm. You know what I mean? Just something like that. I've said for a long time I would love a Destiny from the dark perspective. So like from like a Witness disciple perspective, where yeah, you go and you have to do things and you become more powerful over time. I think that sort of thing would be fucking sick. You know what I mean? Expand the universe, branch out the variety of the type of game. I think that would be cool. We might be like way too disconnected from the popularity of Destiny to ever do anything like that now, but I think that would be sick. Telltale Eris in the Hellmouth? Yeah, something like that would be. Yeah, they're removing a couple of the prophecy weapons. Like I said, we'll talk about it here in a second. Let me finish this wish real quick, give people time to kind of get in here. And like I said, this is a really interesting discussion. I like this discussion a lot. They did explore things in the prequels, but the neckbeards hated it, and now Star Wars has. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, those weren't the best movies either. And also, like, yeah, they explored something a little different, but still, like, you know, that's like 30 or 40 or 50 years earlier. It's not that. No, it's not even that much, right? Like, because people always make fun of how old Obi-Wan is in Star Wars 4. Sorry, I'm like I'm not a huge Star Wars guy. I don't remember which one's. A New Hope. Yeah, that one, right? That's 4. But like the age difference between Star Wars 3 and Star Wars 4 is like 15 years or something. It's like, oh man, Ewan McGregor really aged up for you, because obviously it's a different actor and they were in reverse order or whatever. Destiny fighting game where you play as all the NPCs. Total War style strategy game. I think that sort of thing would work really well in the Destiny. But instead of like, you know, machinery and fucking steampunk, you just make it sci-fi, where it's like, oh yeah, you can be an Ahamkara army fighting a hive army, and you just do it like fuck. You're just fucking doing silly shit. I think that would be sick. A Borgong simulator? Yes. Yes, I agree. Just like a game where you play as a fucking Leviathan, you just swim around, you know, a gas giant eating things, and you grow bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like Snake, but 3D. Action adventure spin-off would be cool, yeah. Just more of like a solid solo player story, or single player story linear like experience. I think it'd be kind of cool. Or you could go the opposite way and you make it an open world experience, single player or maybe like small server multiplayer. And you start, and the story's like, oh, you make it like you're a who's the guy after who's the only person to get ghost powers without dying? The little kid from the Dredgen stories. Starts with a C, I think. The fuck is his name? Is this Shin? It's not Shin, right? Shin dies, and then someone else am I getting it? Is it Shin? Is Shin he was the little kid and now he's got powers? I don't, it's been so fucking, it is Shin? Okay, so something like that. Like, so make a story where like, hey, you're a Hawthorne type character. You're a regular ass normie. Small server, MMO, no, not MMO. Small server, like open world type of thing. Think like a PAL world or something. Without the Pokemon. You just that vibe, you know, like smaller server, smaller open world, but like more like Borderlands. And story is you're a normal person. Oh, you come across a ghost, boom, you're automatically a guardian, and now you have like smaller, more contained stories. Game Warrior Cabal, and there's 4 of you, land on planets filled with giant bugs or robots. Yeah, you spread opulence. All right, how about this? A Destiny Guitar Hero, where you just play the different OSTs. How about this? A Destiny Battle Royale. How many different game genres can we just put the word Destiny in front of? Okay, hear me out, right? Like Candy Crush, but Destiny though. So it's like Glimmer and shit. Spin foil. Drifter Cooking Simulator, that'd go hard. Destiny Survivors, that's right. You want to spread your opulence? Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Grow fat from strength, brother. A Destiny Battle Royale would go hard. It'd be hard. I think like I've always thought like a really good Crucible mode would be like it's like in COD 4. Is it called Old School? Where you spawn with like nothing and then you have to go pick up drops and perks around the map. I think like that would go so hard in Destiny. Everyone spawns with like a damaged Traveler's Chosen, and then just periodically around the map like a gun will spawn and you can pick it up. Destiny has never experimented with like switch like a gun game or anything where you're forced to like pick a gun off the ground other than a relic. And it's like, I don't know if that's just not tech that they have or haven't developed or what, but I unironically like Destiny exotics make for the perfect gun game. Like there's just a random rotation of 15 exotics, you get a kill, it automatically gives you the next exotic. That would be fucking sick. You know what I mean? First person to get a kill with all 20, 25 exotics in the rotation for that game wins. That would be sick. They should just turn an entire patrol zone into a PvP map. Just like a, yeah, like a dark zone, PvE, VP type deal. But like not Gambit though. Just something, you know? I wish, and we're gonna get to it. Once again, we're gonna talk about the TWAB here in just a second, but I still feel like they're experimenting with more game modes. And I just don't know if it's like Destiny just doesn't have the tech or what, but Destiny's game modes have always been so tame. You know, even our party game modes for the most part have been like kind of lame. And I think the first one that we've ever gotten that isn't like kind of lame is Relic. I just want them to like, come on, lean into that a little bit. Didn't they have in the last word quest where you had to pick it, duel with the acolyte? Yeah, yeah. Exactly. I fucking forgot about that. Yeah, where it forces you to use a certain weapon. Fucking exactly that. That would be awesome. Imagine there's just like fucking, oh my god. There's just fucking points around the map. That's that last word. And they're all, you know, you can see at least one or two more with them. And you just start dueling people around the map. Oh my fucking god. Have you seen the new stuff come to Taco Bell? No. I did see that KFC has a pizza that's made with chicken as the crust. Excuse me, what the fuck? Obscure memory at section. You picked up your first grenade launcher sitting on a random table on Titan. Well, there we go. I'm just saying, like, that sort of stuff, man. I just think that would be cool if it just forced something into your inventory into that slot. And it's like, all right, gun game time. I just don't know why. Like, that's such an... The Destiny exotics lend themselves to that so easily, man. And we're really not gonna... I don't know what Fiesta is from Halo. Someone explain Fiesta, please. When it kind of fucks with the whole looter thing. I mean, that's... Not everything you do in Destiny has to be using the loot that you earn. I mean, we already have games like Scorched that have, you know, where the loot you earn have no effect on it. It's a party game mode. It doesn't have to be that deep, you know? She just posted a video on Into the Light spoilers, just in case you see people randomly all developing the same theory over the next couple of days. Good to know. Can't wait. Gambit with actual raid encounters? What the fuck you mean actual raid encounters? Gambit isn't a raid. All I remember is milkshakes. Whoa! No way. Talk about getting milkshakes? There's no way that's true. Bro, if Taco Bell gets milkshakes, it's over. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a milkshake fiend. Can I have assistance here? Oh, fuck, it's over. Oh, don't get another shield. Where'd you go? Fair enough. Wait, how many kills do I need? Like 0? That's rough. Witness raid boss, but we gotta bank those motes. Say that now. You, someone clip this. That will be happening. There will be motes if you don't think there will be motes in that raid, you're fucking fooling yourself. Oh wait, I've got to look this up. Taco Bell milkshakes. I think you're lying to me. I don't see any news about Taco Bell milkshakes.
Got your back.
I'm not sure what it is, but people in Blind Roll have been straight cheeks lately, like literally new players. So they did just make this harder. They made it like a flat light cap or something. Brought it up a couple light. I forget exactly. I don't really think they needed to do that, but... Do you think Destiny 2 Battlefront could be a cool concept? So, just PvP, but every so often you can spawn in as like a Destiny legend. Like I can spawn in as fucking Saladin or something. That could be kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I'd fuck with that. Do you know what Undertale is? The only thing I know about Undertale is the song Megalomania. Thought it was maybe because they made all DLC $40. Dude, I want to say so soon. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Milkshakes 100%? Dog. I googled talk about milkshakes and nothing came up. Alright, let me turn this in. Alright, we're gonna break down this fucking TWAB! TWAB time! This weekend I have like fucking nothing going on, so we're gonna be doing more solo stuffies. Solo roots nightmares. Okay, here we go. PvP Strike Team updates. Hey folks, it's the PvP Strike Team here. Today we'd like to share our thoughts on the current state of PvP, our philosophy, and the changes we have planned. We believe Destiny's PvP gameplay provides players with a unique experience that can stand on its own, but it needs a clear vision alongside ongoing iteration. For some time, the Crucible hasn't felt like it's had that. It has made it difficult for us to attract players to the Crucible, leading it to a slow bleed of our PvP population over the last couple of years as veterans move on. Yeah, there's a lot more. There's like, I think the biggest problem with Crucible over the last few years is nothing fucking changed. Took a year to change the meta. We haven't had a new map in like oh my gosh. I lost a testicle and regrew it in the fucking time that it took us to get a new Crucible map. Trying to blame this on this? Crazy. How bad was Explicator to learn? It's not so bad. I hear it's much more consistent. Yeah, when I like spend time, I'm like hitting damage phase pretty consistently. I'm not great at damage yet. So I would recommend it though. It's a lot of fun. It's a very good encounter. Returning to our core mission, we want to refocus on rewarding players who love Crucible, as well as to push a baseline variety of experiences to ensure there's always something appealing for PvP players. Since the PvP Strike Team was formed, the bulk of our work has been focused on finding solutions for 5 major issues: Crucible maps, rewards, game modes, sandbox issues, matchmaking. Crucible maps. Due to its dynamic nature, PvP can create content on its own and every match can tell a story. But our players have spent millions of Guardian hours on the current selection of maps, playing in the same game modes in the same arenas. It feels as though most of these stories have already been told and there's only so much you can do in the same play spaces. Additionally, different modes require different kinds of maps to succeed, and our limited map selection means we have often pushed modes onto maps where they are not necessarily optimal, resulting in subpar player experience. Our current crop of maps has not been updated in some time, and this is exacerbating the issue where we continue to add newer modes to old maps. An example would be maps made for Rift being used for Clash and Control, like Disjunction, Citadel, Convergence, and Cathedral of Dusk. It is pretty interesting that I think that is my personal #1 problem with the current rotation of maps is there are so many gigantic maps and it is such a fucking buzzkill. I like Disjunction is definitely one. I mean, all 4 of those that they listed there, there's definitely Vostok, I think is way too big. I'm just not really a big fan of Vostok. There's definitely, what's like another Rift map? What am I thinking of? I'm dying here. Fragment, I think, also suffers from this. Oh, multiplex. How the fuck did I forget multiplex? I like multiplex, but it definitely, you spawn fucking in there, bro. You spawn way far away. Yeah, so I think that's like the #1 problem for me, and I'm glad they're addressing it. Yo, Prosio, what's up? Okay. To help this, we've already made some substantial quality of life passes on our existing maps. Already live, initial map spawning quality of life pass address spawn traps for altars of Altar of Flames, Cauldron, Endless Veil, Midtown, and Meltdown. Additional map spawning quality of Life Pass. That's coming with this new update on not this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. Addressing spawn traps for Eternity and Fortress, removing all backfield spawns for non-rift modes. So this means you'll spawn closer to everything on Citadel, Cathedral, Dusk, Destruction, and Convergence, which is great, all the long maps. Yo, Steven, what's up, man? This will effectively make these maps play 30 to 50% smaller than they do currently and reduce the amount of time spent running back. So now what I'm really interested in is... So do you guys think they're just removing the spawn points? Or do you think they're actually, like, when you're playing these maps on Control, do you think they're gonna have like a wall there so you can't go into the spawns? You know what I mean? Is this gonna be a spawn point, like, oh, you'll just spawn closer to the middle? Or is it like, no, the map's actually gonna be smaller in these game modes? What do you guys think? Surely it's just their, like, I can't see Bungie changing the architecture for mode type. That doesn't, that just seems like something they wouldn't do, right? Major tuning of the initial spawn, heavy ammo crate, and tiebreaker zone locations for all maps. We're also making changes to our workflows that allow us to update the above variables more easily. In the future, we'll be able to quickly address issues with map imbalance and spawning. I feel like I've heard that 10 times over the last 5 years. So Dead Cliffs, when it returns for trials, will have this. Probably still go there, just won't be most reason to. Yeah, I think they just moved the spawns as well, but I think it would be kind of cool if there were variations of the maps where parts were closed off. I think that could be really interesting. Crucible-focused players may feel left behind in terms of locations as they get less exposure to the awesome new destinations that come with our releases. For example, Europa and Neomuna both have exciting palettes for our PvP-focused players that our PvP-focused players rarely get to experience. In May, we're releasing new maps to explore these locations. While these maps will be available in Control, they will have been specifically built with a focus on 3v3 game modes in mind, including Dominion, Clash Survival, and our newest mode, Collision. That is really exciting to me, because that, to me, says all three of these maps are pretty small, and I think it has been such a long time since we have gotten a smaller map. I mean, I think they said that the goal was to make 3 Javelin 4 size maps, which I think for Destiny is, even for 6s, is like the perfect size map. Just enough, you know, there's some lanes where you can play a little further back if you want to, but very hectic, you know, wide variety of engagement types. I think those play really great. So if all 3 of these are between like J4 and like a maybe like an anomaly size, like, I think that would be fantastic, personally. Boss talk with the tunnel turn off, that would be fucking crazy, actually. See, like that sort of thing I think would be pretty fun. But I'm excited for this. And one thing, like, I wish they would have commented on this. Like, fuck, I hope we don't just stop. Like, are these the last maps we're ever gonna get for Destiny 2? Or have they learned and we're gonna get more? I am like genuinely worried that these might be the last 3 Crucible maps we ever see in Destiny. You know what I mean? In Destiny 2, or for another 10 fucking years. So, God, I hope not. Adding 3 new Crucible maps, Eventide Labs in Europa, Cirrus Plaza in Neomuna, and Dissonance Terraform Pyramid Ship. I kind of wish, does anyone wish that they just use simpler names? It fucking doesn't matter. But I think, like, if they just called it like Labs and Plaza, I think that would be fucking cool. But whatever, it's fine. I imagine they're waiting to see how these lands before committing to more maps. Yeah, that's a good point. But I think there's so many more locations that deserve like either a map or more maps that I would love to see. So don't fight in my house. I'd love to see like a Throne World map. I think would be fucking awesome. Just fucking go crazy with it. There's literally no reason not to go crazy with it. Have you seen the Cheese Forever leaks video? I do not pay attention to leaks for 2 reasons. A, I enjoy going into content without leaks. And 2, 98% of leaks in the Destiny community are like very obviously fake. And just like, So both of those reasons, I'm like, but I genuinely enjoy going into content not knowing. The Throne World map that isn't Disjunction. So not like, I see. Not like Savathun's Throne World, but like a more typical Hive Throne World, like Gray, something like, or I guess I should say the Ascendant Realm. Like an Ascendant Realm map, rather than, I guess Throne World is technically the incorrect term, but I think an Ascendant Realm map would be really fun, and it would be different, right? Because everything would be really dark, and it would change stuff. I think that could be really cool. We want Crucible to feel at least, yeah, give us a map in the Warlords dungeon. Something like that would be sick. Yeah, exactly. Like one on the castle. Oh my god. Completely get that. Only thought you'd be interested because Cheese posted it. No, nothing. I do not have a bias one way or another towards Cheese Forever content. And I'm definitely not going to change my stance on leaks because someone posted it. But I appreciate it. Thanks for not just coming in and spoiling stuff. It's probably fake anyways, but it is what it is. We want Crucible to feel at least as rewarding as PvE, with post-game drops on par with strike activities in terms of rewarding materials and activity-specific loot. We also want PvP players to have a more consistent method of being rewarded with build crafting materials. This will let us make the following changes, which are currently available in the game. Increase end-of-match rewards, including Glimmer and high chances for enhancement cores and Crucible engrams. Created double reward boosters for PvP. Competitive, already live, added weapon focusing. I think that was like at the beginning of the season. And then added a second tier to competitive weekly challenge that rewards Ascendant alloys. We're also looking to improve our end game rewards. While some players may choose to only play a few competitive games per week, we'd like to reward players who continue to remain active. In competitive, we'll be offering 2 major incentives for continued success throughout the week. This next one's really cool. What about a map on the EAZ? That could be kind of fun. I'd be down for that. Like a very islandy map, like something like you really have to pay attention. It would be really sick if they, if from the first iteration, the EAZ, where there was those portals that would like teleport you in the sky. Imagine a Crucible map where those are there. And so there's people that are like fucking being teleported in the fucking sky. You have to, oh my god, that would be so hectic. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Terraform Pyramid Ship is a fantastic choice. Yes, I agree. I'm very excited to see. I hope there's a lot of kind of, because I think that environment lends itself really well for verticality, and I think Destiny maps always play better when there's a lot of verticality. It's a really good TWAB. I'm happy with like 90% of it. Yeah, I'm really liking most of it as well. The first reward for the first time in Destiny PvP is the addition of Artifice Armor to competitive Crucible. This is cool. This high stat armor will be obtainable as a reward in the new 3rd tier of the competitive division weekly challenge. After completion of the weekly challenge, so it's probably like 9 games or whatever, 12, something like that. Artifice Armor will continue to have a chance to drop on further victories. These Artifice Armor pieces are giving the Year 1 Crucible gear a new lease on life. So this is sick. Very cool. As this armor will drop from competitive Crucible, we will keep dungeon Artifice Armor drops to the dungeons they are associated with. The inclusion of Artifice Armor as rewards aligns with our goals of allowing PvP-focused players to have an endgame track that rivals PvE rewards. Another key change that we're adding in 3.5 is the increased drop for an exotic weapon catalyst on victories. Like Artifice Armor, this offers a meaningful way to upgrade a Guardian's power wall, rewarding continued competitive success. Someone in chat, I don't know if you're in here, you were saying that you still don't have one of the catalysts, which is crazy, but here's your chance. I think it was a Sunshot. Wasn't there an island-like map in Destiny 1? Yes, it was, it had portals. And there was a portal in, I think, cannons, too. It was Crossroads. Amazing map. I would love something like that. Watch them create an underwater map. That would be awful. Happy for PvP people regarding the Artifice Armor. I know some like Watts have been asking for this for ages. Yeah, it does feel like it's unfortunate that this took so long to get into the game, but it is a fantastic choice in my opinion. I think this is going to be really cool. And I have said for a long time, like, for like forever, in fact, a lot of people have always treated Trials like the end-to-end PvP game of Destiny. And I think that focus is being shifted towards, and I've been saying this for a long time, should be shifted towards competitive. Make Trials mostly about aesthetic, and it's kind of like a medium high, you know, it's kind of like the dungeons of PvP, where it's like, yeah, you gotta be pretty good and there's great loot and stuff, and make the competitive playlist more like the raids of PvP, where, yeah, this is where you're gonna have to sweat your fucking testicles off, but man, there's some juicy loot there. And I'm excited. Like, I love, like, I feel like relatively quickly, competitive has just been stacked with rewards ever since they, you know, they did Rose, and then they did the Overwatch, Mercurial Overwatch or whatever, the sniper. What's the weapon this? I forget what the weapon is this season, but you know, they're just kind of like, they're packing it with rewards, Artifice Armor, the emblems every season have been sick. Like, these Crucible emblems have been some of the coolest fucking emblems across the entire game. And I hope they keep doing them because they're awesome. This was one of them. This was last season's. This was this season's? No, this was this season's. This was last season's. This was the season before that. This was so there's 4 of them. Like, fantastic emblems. So, like, just fucking super clean. Beautiful emblems. I hope they keep doing that. Very cool. Scare, have you seen the new leaks that just came out? No, I don't. Oh, fuck off. A map based on Presage could have potential. Yeah, that would be sick. I just want, like, as many Crucible maps as possible. I want to go Call of Duty in this bitch where we get 4 Crucible maps every couple of months. That would be sick. But I know that'll never happen. I'm not, like I said, I will be happy if these are not the last Destiny Crucible maps we ever get. You know what I mean? So, I already read all that. The 3rd tier of competitive weekly playlist will reward Artifice Armor. This new tier will be unlocked for all players who rank Gold 3 or above each season. This tier will require match victories instead of completions. Upon completion of the challenge, each victory thereafter will have a chance to drop Artifice Armor, and the drop rates will increase alongside your rank. That's awesome. Competitive matches will also have an increased chance to drop exotic weapon catalysts on victory. In Trials, these changes are crazy. In Trials, we want to strike a better balance between the effort versus reward equation on going flawless, while also increasing reward options for players who cannot go flawless. To that end, we recently added flawed card rewards. With update 7.3.5 on March 5th, we'll update the Passage of Ferocity and be adding a new passage called Passage of Persistence. Trials already live, so this happened a couple months ago or weeks ago. We added a 50% chance to get a Trials weapon on wins. That's awesome. On update 7.3.5, which is in 2 weeks once again, it'll be updated to exclusively drop the weekly weapon to better allow for targeted farming of the specific weapon you want. That is a fantastic change. And then they also added flawed card rewards. So on March 5th, in 2 weeks, they're making the following changes. So for the Passage of Ferocity, if you have not been flawless yet for the week, losses after 3 wins will reset you back to 3 wins instead of flawing your card. So you won't have a mercy, but you only have to win 4 wins in a row, right? So that's cool. With the new Passage of Persistence, brand new passage, losses following a win will remove that win from your card. Consecutive losses do not remove additional wins. Getting to 7 wins grants you a drop of the weekly adept weapons regardless of how many losses you have taken. So it's kind of like a, you know, you just keep going. That's really cool. This passage works like a trailing backstop. Once you have at least 1 recorded win in the passage, a loss will remove the most recent win instead of falling it. Since consecutive losses will not remove additional wins, winning 2 games in a row adds a permanent win to the card, and win streaks longer than 2 add additional permanent win. Very awesome change for players, especially that don't play that often. You can only go flawless on this passage if you do not have a win removed. So if you want to go to the lighthouse, you can't lose still. But if you're not confident in going to the lighthouse and, you know, 1 or 2 losses with mercy, you can just get the guaranteed adept weapon. What you might have to play longer, but it's a guaranteed adept weapon if you play enough. Once when it's been removed, you can no longer get a flawless using this passage, but you can still earn a roll of the weekly adept weapon. I'm very curious if you're able to buy this card more than once. What polymers can you eat? There are a lot of naturally occurring polymers. Every time you eat food, you're eating DNA and proteins, which are amino acid chains and nucleic acid chains, both technically polymers. Plants, you have things like cellulose, which is a polymer, lignin, which is a polymer. You eat plenty of microplastics, especially if you eat a lot of fish. So technically you can eat any polymer. It might disrupt like your some of your receptors or affect your fertility or kill you, but you can technically eat most polymers, I would say. You eat macro. Yeah. What do you think of the trials changes? I think overall pretty brilliant. I really hope it gets people back in. It's a lot of this also. It's really awesome that these changes are hitting at the same time that we're getting the summoner back and also the new scout rifle. So we'll have new loot as well. It's unfortunate that we're not getting new armor. Yo, Icy Crackshot, thank you so much for the sub. But having these changes on top of new loot to entice people to go into the playlist, I think is going to be really good for the health of trials. So that's really cool. Yeah, Real Analyst is coming back. I'm really excited for that and the Adjudicator. Very excited. These reward changes are a massive W for the whole Crucible. Hopefully people will actually queue. Exactly. You love making trials free and completely uncompetitive. I still think like trials, there should be a competitive edge, but if you want competitive Crucible, it should be in the competitive playlist. Like, I think they should make it an actual, none of this skill-based matchmaking bullshit, a complete ranked ladder tier system, however you want to say it. And if you really want to go sweat for the best rewards, do it in the competitive playlist. Trials has too much of a aesthetic vibe going for it to completely lock it out. I think the success of Trials is too important to the overall popularity of Crucible in the game. I'm not saying you should just give it to people for free, and honestly, giving people an adept weapon, it doesn't really mean what it used to, because they can go run any Nightfall, they can go run any raid, master raid, and get an adept weapon easily. There's no reason there shouldn't be a PvP equivalent to that. A shout out with you? No, she's been larding today, man. She's down on the couch. So I'm really happy that they're continuing to put focus on the competitive playlist, though. I like to spend some time. Looter shooter can never really be that competitive. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think there's just a balance of how many, like, what percentage of the competitive of the PvP side of the game needs to be like uber competitive, and there's definitely needs to be a balance for like optimal rewards for that, but not anything that power creeps as hard as like Not Forgotten did. Although I think Luna's Howl and Not Forgotten would be fine in today's meta. But I totally agree, Noble. Like, Trials is always better when more people are playing it. And so anything to get the population up, I think, is a net win for literally everyone. How old is Shadow? 4? I think she's about to turn. Right? Should they do the armor with GMs too? Nah. Yeah, if you add too many sources of Artifice armor, then you start to water it down. Yo, Paper, what's up, man? How you doing? I think, look, insane amount of materials, exotic drop chance, and adept weapons from GMs, I think is perfect. I think GMs are literally in the perfect rewarding state currently. So honestly, GMs might be like pound for pound the most rewarding content in the entire game. Your cat 17? Sheesh. Good kitty. That's sad, Sam. But at least she's still a very sweet kitty. Yeah, are you gonna have to like? Well, can she eat wet food? So we're also adding We're also adding rewards for completions by, this is awesome, by completions by 3-person fire teams in trials. Although you do not need to win to earn these rewards, they are participation gated, so simply jumping off the map or sitting AFK in spawn will disqualify you from getting them. Additional 50% chance to earn the non-Adept Trials weekly reward weapon. Additional 50% chance to get a Trials engram drop. Additional Trials reputation. So, I think it was Trials report a while back. Let me see if I can find it. So like, I've been saying forever, for the last year, ever since they made these fire team, 6 months, 9 months, however long it's been since they made the fire team based matchmaking changes, I will not play Iron Banner with a team, and I will not 3-stack trials. 2-stack trials is the best experience, by far. Yeah, here's the trials report tweet. So this is just an example. This is from an hour, but you can see, like, holy shit. I mean, most of the games are solos by far. This is too much of a gamble on your teammates, though. If you go in with a good duo, you got a pretty healthy population. You're getting those solos as well. If you go in with a trio, you are playing the sweatiest motherfuckers on the planet. Do not trio queue trials, no matter what you do. Do not trio queue trials. Duo queue is the way to go. So, them adding this change where they are now incentivizing people to go in with their friends and 3-stack is fantastic. I hope it works, and I hope this is effectively communicated in game so people that don't read TWABs know that they should be 3-stacking. When are these changes coming? On March 5th, so not this upcoming Tuesday, but a week after that. So, how's the wife doing, dude? She's doing great. You only go into Trials with the 4-stack? I'll bring back to Trials with the 9. The goal of these changes were to encourage players to team up with friends, with losses being less of a punishment. Players can have more fun and being well rewarded while doing so. Good changes. Game modes. Right now, competitive modes are not at the bar of quality to best promote an exhibition of skill and mastery between teams. We recently updated the Countdown Rush rule set in competitive and are introducing a new King of the Hill mode called Collision to Crucible Labs on Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, next Tuesday. A week from Tuesday. Sorry, one second. Yes, the goal is to replace Countdown Rush in the competitive playlist after test. Going to... we also feel like our quick play modes are lagging in updates. Even though new modes are being made, they have been either a party mode like Relic or limited time modes like Iron Banner, Fortress Eruption, and Tribute. Outside of those, players have had the same options for too long. Good observation. We still want to make new core modes available to the standardized playlists and private matches. We also want to experiment with interesting twists on Destiny's PvP that could retain the core feeling of our gameplay without being limited time events. Already live, Sparrow Control, 3v3 to Crucible Labs, Clash to Crucible Labs, and updated the Countdown Rush rule set for competitive. On March 5th, 3v3 Clash will be moving to the 3v3 quick play rotator and will be making these updates. Heavy ammo will no longer be shared. Respawn timer is increasing to 7 seconds, and match timer is increasing to 10 minutes, but the score to win remains 40. The new 3v3 King of the Hill mode, Collision, will enter Crucible Labs. This sounds awesome. A single larger zone will rotate between 5 points around the map on the timer. Capturing and controlling it will earn your team points. It's just hardpoint. It's hardpoint from Call of Duty. Very fun game mode. One of my personal favorites across like different FPSs. I'm pretty excited for this. I think this will play. They have an opportunity to make things play really, really weirdly. You know, and I'm kind of here for it. I'm really excited for it. This mode will also test an alternative special weapon crate or special ammo crate system. Special ammo crate system will feature 4 shareable ammo crates that spawn simultaneously at the beginning of the game or round and then on a timer afterwards. So it's essentially, oh shit, run to the special ammo box. Each control zone location will have an associated special ammo crate, and a 4th crate will be in a neutral location. Players who currently have special ammo will drop special ammo bricks on death. It is our goal to polish and refine both new special ammo acquisition systems, the meter and the crates. Then they can be utilized along with the respawn ammo system. We can pick the ammo acquisition system that works best for each mode. Iron Banner Tribute has undergone multiple changes. This is great because Iron Banner fucking sucks. I think they talk about loosening the skill-based matchmaking on Iron Banner, but it's the combination of skill-based and fire team matchmaking is absolutely destroying my Iron Banner experience personally. Thing is, the points themselves are larger, as they say, hopefully mean a Titan bubble or well won't fit the entire point. Ooh, that's a really good point. I didn't think about that. That's a really good observation. And if it's also, though, if it's like 5 points, is this a 3v3 game mode or 6? So it's 3v3, so if it's 5 rotating points, you probably won't have, you know, you won't have so many bubbles and stuff. It'll probably rotate a lot faster than that, so. But still, pretty cool. So Iron Banner Tribute, the objectives have been simplified, the scoring has been simplified, including changing the trigger for the hunt from depositing max crests to a team threshold score, removing wall hacks on players carrying max crests. I don't know why that was ever in the game. Cleaning up user experience by decreasing the distance at which crest icons can be seen. We're also reworking how quickly the beacons despawn and rotate to significantly decrease the time it takes to interact with the dunking crests. Reducing the number of turrets to spawn from 4 to 3. I remain adamant, get rid of PvE enemies in PvP. I hate it. Update 7.3.6, which I don't know when that is. Checkmate will be back in Crucible Labs, returning in a form closer to its original iteration. So kind of what it was like before. A new modifier called Hardware will be tested in Labs. It's no abilities, only weapons. So this means, you know, special and heavy ammo will spawn in crates, but no grenades, no charged melees, no supers. It's literally just guns. I'm very excited for that. I think that'll be really cool. The final state private matches will have more options for players to set per mode. Modifiers such as Mayhem or Scorch will be options in any game mode. Play custom matches with your friends or clanmates, or leverage the fire team mode. And then there's a lot of things here. I don't know if it's worth a read. They talked about a lot of this last week. Talked about all of this last week. And then some matchmaking details. We have a lot to cover for matchmaking, so let's do a quick rundown of the changes we made and what we have planned before getting into the full detail. Replace the loose skill-based matchmaking system in Iron Banner Control with a new outlier protection matchmaking system. So we'll read what those descriptions are. Updated competitive matchmaking to be rank-based. I just complained about that, and I didn't know they did that. That was my bad. Currently testing several different configurations of a new snake draft lobby balancer. They'll be updating their playlist tooltips to correctly display the matchmaking style. Good. And we have several changes planned for ongoing experimentation in the snake draft lobby. So if you guys don't know about snake draft, it's like a pretty common way to do stuff. So if it's like me and you picking teams, I'll get first pick, you'll get second and third, and I'll get fourth and fifth, and you'll get, you know, and so on and so on. And it's called snake because you kind of snake through them. At least that's my experience with snake drafts. Maybe their explanation's different, but that is how I believe it goes. Hell yeah. How you doing, Lucas? But the special crate ammo from Destiny 1 PvP, different. It only spawned random, or not randomly, but like periodically. The whole 4 at once thing is different. Still with rounds progressing, wells and bubbles are the fastest charging supers, yeah. This will be an update to the game. What do you mean by that? What's an update to the game? Okay. So I just kind of want to... really all I care about is what Iron Banner is going to do. Because everything else, in my opinion, is in a pretty good spot. And competitive. So competitive switching to a rank-based matchmaking. Using the competitive playlist, rank-based matchmaking matches based on skill only in placement matches before you have been ranked. Once you're ranked, your current rank is converted to a value we'll use in place of skill. And and you are matched based on that. For example, if you're a gold 2, it tries to find you other gold 2 players. If not, it will expand to look within the neighboring minor ranks, in this case gold 3 and gold 1. If there are no available players after a given amount of time, the matchmaking will continue to expand through minor ranks until it reaches a maximum of just beyond one major rank up and down. The only exception of this is the maximum bracket is if you're in Ascendant 1 or Ascendant 2, where there are not always enough players to match in such narrow bands. These players can be considered Ascendant 3 for matchmaking purposes, helping to prevent extremely long. This is very cool. Because when they reworked competitive 4 seasons ago, they kind of made it seem like a ranked, like it was this, but it was really skill-based matchmaking. And it was like, well, then the rank doesn't matter at all. So now making it like a true ladder system, very awesome. And I'm pretty excited for that. So, Retwork, yep. Is there any new information about the final shape? Not about what it will contain. So we're gonna get, they said that, I believe, they're gonna, did they confirm that will be a live stream, guys? They said that we will we'll definitely get like another reveal of like what they're going. They're gonna share new stuff. I don't remember if they said it was gonna be a live stream, or if there's a possibility it'll be a Vidoc, but I imagine what'll happen is we'll get Guardian game. So we're getting Guardian game stuff next week. That'll be in March. We'll get Into the Light in April. And then once we get Into the Light in April, excuse me, I bet we'll start seeing like sometime in like late April, I bet we'll get the new look at Final Shape. Because keep in mind, they haven't had that much extra time to work on it right now. Only a couple extra months. So there's not going to be that much extra done right now. Vidoc definitely at some point, then yeah. I didn't know I forgot we hadn't gotten a Vidoc. So at the very least, we'll get a Vidoc. I bet we'll get like a stream as well. Like just a small like Q&A or something showing off some stuff. Not like the full reveal thing, but I bet we'll get like a little sit down and chat. This is what we're adding. This is why we added it. But maybe not. Maybe just a Vidoc. Either way, they did promise we would see more about what they're adding and what they're changing. Will Relentless be better than Messenger? It completely 100% depends on what perks they give it. Open skill matchmaking is control-based matchmaking. We all know what that is. Loose skill-based matchmaking. This is what Iron Banner had. This was our first attempt at loose skill-based matchmaking system for more casual play. It's been depreciated, good, but we still will discuss how it works for comparison purposes. It worked very much the same way as our rank-based matchmaking from competitive, but with raw skill values in place of converted rank and wider initial brackets that could expand to the maximum limits instead of being kept within boundaries. The initial bracket was 4 times as wide as the rank-based one, so if we use ranks as an example, it would be like a gold 1 player looking for players from gold 3 to platinum 2. If there were not enough people in the game, the bracket would gradually expand all the way out to the maximum edges of the skill curve. All this matchmaking did a good job of matching players together based on skill, had an outsized negative effect for our high-skilled players and the players they teamed up with. They experienced increased queue time to matches that felt more akin to the ranked playlist than the controller Iron Banner. Yeah. Outlier protection. Used in our unranked playlists, this is what Iron Banner is switching to. So hopefully it's better. Iron Banner Control since beginning of Season 3. Whoa. Wait, what? They've been using this? That makes me really... Did we know they were using this? Because I still obviously played Iron Banner, and I don't remember it being much more enjoyable. I'll have to pay attention now. The Vidoc would be second week of May. I don't think they're gonna wait that long. I think they need like an Uber marketing push for this, and maybe the Vidoc might, maybe it would come second week of May. I think they're gonna have a lot more than a 2-week marketing push for the final shape. They've already said pre-orders are down. I think they need to do something big, and they need to try to get a lot of social media attention. So if I was like marketing director, my goal would be to do something like nostalgia bait the shit out of people. And so like a trailer with a huge nostalgia bait and a huge left turn that no one saw coming, get those social media shares, clicks, kind of drive pre-orders a little bit, and definitely not wait 2 weeks before a DLC comes out. Cade and Crow should kiss 1 billion pre-orders. That's exactly what I'm talking about, dude. Just a sex tape. Something like that. What week is the Strand wait frame supposed to come out again? It's one of the very, very last weeks. Let me check real quick. I think it's actually like May. I think it's like May 6th or something. April 2nd. I was off by a month. April 2nd, new task of the board, breach loaded grenade launcher, and the returning multi-mock submachine gun will be added to. Cool. So that's Iron Banner. So, dude, I will be farming. Holy, you have no idea how much I'm gonna farm. How many Iron Banner engrams do I have? 4. Let's go. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm excited for that. Outlier protection takes a different approach to matchmaking. Instead of trying to match you with people who are at or very near your skill, we simply consider anyone who is more than 1,000 skill from anyone else in a match to be an outlier. Our core goal is to try to reasonably present these outliers by keeping the skill deltas in our matches below 1,000 when possible, or as close to 1,000 as we can. By using ranks, for example, players in Platinum 3 could initially match with everyone through from Silver through Adept, and they're only kept away from players who are at the far ends of the skill spectrum in Bronze/Copper and Ascendant. If it's unable to match within that window, the matchmaking will wait for a period and then gradually reduce the outlier protection to allow players into the bracket until it's expanded. The system has allowed us to retain many of the benefits that loose skill-based matchmaking offered for newer and lower skilled players, without the drawbacks of making above average skilled players feel like they're playing something closer to rank mode. In fact, we have even seen increase in matches taking place within the Goldilocks zone without too many matches falling into either the sweat zone or the stomp zone. This system also improves the experience when playing with friends of varied skill. So I'm really interested to play this with like a decent game mode. I think it was Kontrol once this season, but I think I had already gilded. So the combination of an increased player base because of the returning multi-mock and the Roar of the Bear or whatever, in addition to this, I think will be a really good test because you'll have a pretty healthy population, hopefully, and we'll be able to test these changes. I really hope it feels good, man. Iron Banner used to be my favorite place just to hang out. The Fire Team skill-based matchmaking thing really killed that. So, if you look at the dates of Witch Queen and Lightfall, both trailer VOD rollouts are identical. I do agree they need to do something different, though. Yeah, I bet that was originally the plan, but so much of the success of Final Shape is gonna come down to good marketing and hype generation. Trials. What? Oh, Fire Team based. Yeah, we already talked about it. Prophecy update. This is awesome. I forgot about this. So in 2 weeks, they're updating the weapon pool within the Prophecy dungeon. This will include swapping out 3 old weapons and making some key updates to the other existing weapons. So a Swift Verdict sidearm, no one uses that, being removed. A Long Walk sniper rifle, no one uses that, being removed. Last Breath auto rifle, no one uses that, being removed. Also, the weapons are getting a new origin trait. Crossing over, these weapons will have increased range and handling for the top half of the magazine, while rounds in the bottom half of the magazine deal increased damage. So, the fucking hand cannon that people were going crazy over, gonna get even better. Judgment, I think. Is that what it's called? These weapons, and then they're adding 3 new weapons. Prosecutor auto rifle. It's primary precision frame arc. I don't think precision frame auto rifles are very good. Adjudicator submachine gun, one of my favorite SMGs in the history of Destiny. I fucking love this thing. Primary kinetic precision frame. Hoping it's good and it gets good perks on it. Relentless pulse rifle. Another pulse I love. Pretty good. It's high impact frame. It's being converted to strand. Pretty excited to see that. They combine dynamic sway and target lock for that origin trait. Yeah, I guess sort of. It's no, I wouldn't say target lock. It's more Under pressure? People like to use it on fusion rifles. High impact rounds? Not high impact. High rent. I am dumb. Wait. Rental. Yeah, yeah. I think I actually fucking deleted it. No way. Oh, no, I didn't. High impact reserves. Yeah. High impact reserves. Or glass half full. Yeah. My opinion on the prophecy loot changes is the origin trade is fantastic. Bringing in new loot is good, but I'm just a stickler for loot being removed. I'm glad they're removing those three because, like, I would rather they remove these three than the other ones, because no one uses these three. They're replacing our auto rifles, so that's fine. There's 100 different snipers that are great in the game, and that's a fucking sidearm. I am so glad. I cannot describe how happy I am that you have to farm these and they did not make them craftable. This is, oh man, it's been so long since I've had a good fucking weapon to farm, dude. So I'm gonna be farming the shit out of Relentless and Adjudicator. And then they're updating the weapon pools, perk pools of Judgment as well. It's going from kinetic to stasis. That's interesting. Darkest Before, I really like this one as well. I'm a big fan of rapid fires. But look, this is a high impact frame pulse rifle, which means if they give it fucking Despacito, and then a sudden death shotgun, I don't really care. But I think people are gonna go crazy for a Judgment hand cannon with crossing over. It's got a lot of really opportunities. Didn't they say? Yeah, here we go. Updated encounter drops, excuse me. The Echo drops Relentless and Prosecutor. The Cube drops the SMG. I'm not looking forward to farming the fucking Cube room. Hell Echo drops Judgment Darkest Before. So I feel like most people are going to be farming these. Phalanx Echo is like the easiest one phase of your goddamn life. So this is going to be a super awesome farm. I'm really looking forward to farming for a Relentless. Very excited. If we take usage rates as a way to remove or replace loot, then there would be a lot of things that need to be looked at. Yeah, I mean, there definitely are, right? But if you just add if you just add 3 weapons here, say every boss just got an extra weapon to farm, that would be such a ridiculously annoying farm. Anyone who wants those guns already has them. Like, they're so niche and underused, it's whatever. I'm really not too worried about it. Yo, Miss Punisher, how are you doing? We are doing great, thank you very much. Well, they've never made any dungeon weapons craftable. That is not true. Epicurean and fixed odds from Duality. But they've also never refreshed a dungeon like that, right? At least not since, I guess technically Prophecy was refreshed before, but I believe that was before Witch Queen, right? So, they've never refreshed a dungeon when in the crafting era, and it just seems like everything that we have had refreshed, i.e. the raids, has had crafted stuff. So I'm just glad they didn't go that route. I think I love farming things, and I really hope these are some of best in slot, because I remain adamant once again that best in slot things should not be craftable things. What new weapons would you like to see in the final shape? Something that makes me stop using forbearance. That's, I think, the number one indication that loot has delivered is if I put down forbearance and never. Or they could just fucking nerf it like they should have done too. I hope they don't make dungeon guns craftable. Farming is much more enjoyable and yes, I totally agree. And then chasing red borders, and I'll never touch any activity again. I am I've made videos, like 3 videos on this. I complain about it on Twitter all the time. I am almost entirely anti-crafting. There are very specific examples where I'm not, but I don't think in any scenario, under any circumstance, should a crafted weapon ever be best in slot. Period. Yeah, Eric. For sure, for sure. Looking forward to a Europa refresh. Cleaning great feeling weapons thrown down because of trash perks. I don't know if I've ever seriously. Yeah, so I think it's kind of... What the... That's some sick art right there. I love that style. Hey, so... next week, we'll be back next week sharing everything you can expect from the upcoming Guardian games. Until then, be good to each other, and thanks for hanging with us. So, overall, like, a phenomenal TWAB. The last 2 weeks have really killed it. I like it. I'm much more happy about these changes than last week's changes overall, I think. But there were still a lot of things I liked last week. I'm glad that Crucible is just getting a lot of the love it deserves. But once again, I'm more scared that they're just doing this once and then they're gonna fucking drop it and never update it again. I'm really, really worried about that. Like, look, no, we've got the attention here. Let's keep it up, you know? So I'm guessing they're increasing the difficulty of the prophecy dungeon. Potentially. I didn't think about that, actually. I really didn't think about that. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. The only thing they could ever do to make me feel like farming for 99% of weapons to make any weapon have a chance to drop with an enhanced perk. There's definitely things you can do to make a weapon best in slot without an enhanced perk, right? There are definitely some enhanced perks that are just like fucking unbelievable, but I don't think enhanced perks are necessarily, if it's like a 1-to-1, you know, like, okay, if it's like a enhanced perk forbearance, or that's not gonna work. I don't even have a great example off the top of my head, but I still think you can make a better perk selection that is an adept that performs better than a perk selection that is adept, if they're different and they fulfill different roles. All right, I guess we're fucking just try to make it to get a fucking explicator checkpoint. Go from there. Guessing they're increasing. Oh, yeah, I already read that. That's right. I think the pattern they've taken out with updating past weapon sets and the new origin traits is good. I agree. Dreaming weapon cities are now on par with other sets without being overtly stronger. I agree. I like how they're also reprising a lot of these old weapons. You know, there has kind of a nostalgia factor to it. It's cool, just, you know, increasing the diversity of weapons you see, and I really enjoy when they take a weapon and they change like the, you know, taking an old weapon and changing it from kinetic to strand as a way to give us more strand primaries, for instance. I think that's a really, I do enjoy when they do that. Hello? Right on. Oh my fucking god, I do this every time. One thing I'm gonna have to really get better at is being more consistent on second encounter. I don't know why, man. Second encounter makes me feel kind of silly. I was gone for a bit. What do you think about the hardware modifier? I'm very excited for it. I'm very, very excited for it. I don't think it'll ever... I would just love if they just played with stuff more. You know what I mean? I'm just excited to see more. It's pretty unlikely, but I hope the Into the Light features new weapons specific to places like Nessus or EDZ would be cool. Look, I've said this since day one. Well, really since I've been really saying it since we got the wishes. don't go into the light expecting anything more than Riven's wishes. If we get something else, that would be fucking awesome. We get a little bit of new content, a little community puzzle, a little nibble. It's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. But look, just expect boring ass things, and if more happens, that would be awesome. I like the opening dialogue with Nezarek laughing before going, oh, you've arrived, good, because it implies he was just laughing for the heck of it, even before he knew we were there. I've never thought about that, and now I'm like, now I'm never gonna not think about that. So thanks for ruining that for me. Oh, did I not get it? Oh, I swear I fucking saw it. I find first far more difficult to solo than second. What? First is like usually, I know I'm saying this after I just fucked up, but first is usually a first try for me. Like I don't mind first at all. Second encounter, I think I'm just too impatient for it. I'm excited for it as well. In a perfect world, in my honest opinion, they keep movement abilities for this kind of modifier. Oh, you think like, yeah, are you going to be able to Icarus dash and dodge? I don't think so. Yeah, Caden. Oh, I'm dead. Look, I'm just spent so much time talking trash about how easy first encounter is. Fuck, if I didn't get body blocked there, I had that too. Yeah, I always get fucking first encounter first try, okay? Like, yeah. I expect it's just a lot of quality of life and activity refreshes are going to be in final shape, but just got to move forward. It's also definitely a possibility. Still holding out hope for that garden refresh. Oh, there's no fucking way. I am dead. I got the same. That's like the worst rotation you can get. I just got it twice. Want a craftable prophet, dude. God, dude, there's so many good. I hate Garden. I don't hate Garden. I don't hate any Destiny raid. Dude, Garden is nowhere close to my favorite Destiny raid. Like, don't get me wrong. Definitely bottom half. But fuck me. It's got so many good weapons in it. A Prophet of Doom, a fucking the sniper rifle, omniscient eye, the fusion rifle. Oh, that fucking sucks. I think I might die again. Yeah, fuck off, man. Shit. I'm washed. So, okay. What's happening here, okay? Just give me if it gives me the first one on the left side, we're fucking good. It keeps spawning that fucking Scion back in Narnia. It's like, okay, can you just cut that shit out real quick, please? That'd be great. That'd be fucking great. I just want to get to the second encounter so I can look like an idiot there. The explicator, no, I haven't done any more. Look at this, watch. I'm gonna get this first try. Not fucking ready for this. Easiest shit ever, dude. Take some time here and clear out some map. I hate when he's on this side because then I have to kill him like part way through my run over here. And he can be hard to track down. Oh, are you fucked? Probably back at the beginning. Nope. Oh shit, I didn't expect him to spawn. Please rotate. Please turn. This is no good, my friends. That sucks. I got fucked over there. Ah! I need to do this for the armor so I can learn the solo. First time, easy clap. It's like, it's just such an endurance thing, man. Hello. Just fuck. I don't know. I feel like the worst RNG in this entire raid is like what side that fucking guy spawns on. At least it's the first encounter. Oh. Well, I have enough time on this one. I might be all right, actually. I no longer have enough time. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. All right, place your bets. Yes or no. Does Scarrow get it this time? 1 second. I got a zone. I gotta lock in, man. Just making silly mistakes. I just want to get to third so then I can practice it tomorrow or Saturday. I'm not even trying to do anything fancy right now. There's literally, wait. I think I fucked up again. That's crazy. Okay, we save it this time. We save it this time. Or not? Okay, that poll's not for this one. That poll's for the next one. I killed them late enough so the Scions didn't spawn. But early enough, or too early for it to count on my time. This is just sad. This is actually sad. I literally was talking trash. Fuck. Come on. Come on, dummy. Dummy, 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 dummy. Oh, fuck. Oh! How are you guys doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Sucks. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. No! In the time since you arrived at this encounter, I've deleted about 120 hours of recordings on my SSD, so that's something, I guess. I'm glad I could do that for you. Never be a giver-upper. I know. Just dying in stupid shit. Am I like, what's wrong? What's happening? I don't even know. How have I gotten worse? Come on. There we go. I don't have a radiance. That sucks. Wait, where's... This is no good. Or did I just get fucked out of a spawn? Like, what's happening? This run is over as well. Fucking kill me, man. Fuck. What's that? I just need that. Need a mental reset real quick. That's the most I've struggled with that encounter since I've started this, which is really annoying. God seed reset the instance? Yes. I think I was just, there's desync. I used to do that with Atheon too. Anytime I was like, fuck it up, I was like, alright, desync. Out in. We run that back, okay? We just run that back. He is laughing before he acknowledges you. That's fucked. Yo, Traxxas! I'm doing well. How are you doing? Excuse me. Hiccup behavior. Oh, come on. Yep. Nice, nice. Oh, just started the encounter. This is a great start. We're doing fucking workout here, boys. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm so excited, man. Get the fucking. I always play basketball on Fridays. Get to play some basketball. It's almost the weekend. Get to sleep. Big sleeping in guy. I just like to sleep until like 8. You know, not having to get up at 6 is a huge benefit of the weekends. Oh, that sucks. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know when the Sabres play next. Probably this weekend. I doubt they play tomorrow. I could be wrong. I bet it's like a Saturday game. Oh my god. When he just fucks off like that, he just runs. It's like, alright, well, just fuck me, I guess. Yo, nice job, barrier. Tanking every one of those shots. Whoa, brother. Please, 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 please. We're gonna hope for good position here. We're gonna grab this. I'm gonna get Radiant. We're gonna hope that he's just standing here. Please turn around. No! Oh, it's so over. Oh, I think we were fine too. Fuck! I don't know what's happening! It sucks because I feel like I'm not doing that many things incorrectly. Like I feel, maybe I'm gonna watch this back tomorrow after I get some sleep. I'm gonna be like, fuck man, I was so bad. But I really feel like I'm just getting awful Tormentor luck over and over again. Brother. What a prick. What an absolute fucking prick. Like, you want to fucking die, buddy? Oh, way. Tonight's the night. I like that sidearm. It's part of the 30th anniversary event. It's called Forerunner. It's a quest, so you can get it pretty easily if you own the content. Oh, your team's of Flyers? Hey, I mean, they're not doing so bad this year. They've got a really young core, so I bet they'll get a lot better soon. I don't know why it keeps giving me the fucked spawns for these guys. I'm just gonna sit here and kill. Oh, man. Oh no, I'm gonna die. We're fine. I looked up there and I didn't see it before. Is he on the good side this time? Let's go. Oh my god, finally some fucking good Tormentor luck. That's insane. Please don't hide. Like, what is that? First try. Let's go. Yo, what's up, Goose? Do you have any tabs for your siege engine cover? I do not. I don't write tabs for anything I do. That would have been in drop. I think that, is that, surely that's not in drop D. No. It might be in drop D. If it's not in D, I think it might be G. I'm trying to remember how low I went. I don't remember, dude. That was so. Oh wait, that was on it. That was on my 7-string. That's almost certainly in That's almost certainly in drop A, 7-string. And then it's just. I think it's just chromatic. So somewhere low on the fretboard, but no, I don't. I don't tab things out. Sorry. I think that was on my 7-string. It's been that was so many years ago. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. The East is such a cluster this year for the playoffs, though. Alrighty, we hitting the skips or what? What? Please give me my... This is so toxic. Do I have... I gotta make an orb. Well, am I almost to my melee? No. Oh, how many fucking... Are you serious? Alright, I'm just gonna wait for my melee. This is all turning out really great right now, actually. Exactly how I wanted to. Going for the world record, fastest skip right here. There we go. Could have just done it normally by now, but I am too stubborn. Okay, and if that was an effective skip, I think we recovered it towards the end. Can't believe how good the Canucks are. It's fucking insane. It's crazy that like the two teams I think have the best chance of winning the playoffs are like the Oilers and the Canucks in this. If you would have told me at the beginning of this year that, nope, my favorites for the Stanley Cup were two Canadian teams, no way. No way. Let's go. Optimal running. I literally waited for that guy to jump past me and it still didn't. It still wasn't long enough. Yo, Melina, what's up? How you doing? You joined just in time to watch me absolutely fucking choke this encounter. If you're ever having a bad day, just come watch replays of me trying to do Cision solo. It'll make you feel 100 times better about yourself. I'm just so bad. I don't know why I'm so bad at this encounter. But I might be the world's worst, like, solo Cisioner, actually, now that I think about it. I don't even know what that was. Bit tired? Yeah, I'm also tired. I'm ready for the weekend, let me tell you what. You been up to anything fun recently? Get it out of my way. I'm about to fail first floor. Oh my god, I might actually fail first floor. Holy shit. Seconds. I got this. Easiest clear of my life. Uh-oh. Literally planned, okay? There you go. Bye. Easy. Gaming lately's been feeling lackluster to you? I was kind of... It's kind of weird, because I'm in a similar boat, where there's all these really highly critically acclaimed games coming out, and I've tried a couple of them, and I think a lot of them are cool. I've been playing a lot of Power World, for instance, but I don't know, I'm at this point where I'm really, really getting sick of, like, Game of the Month type stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person, as if it isn't incredibly obvious, I like to find my one thing and just play it. And, you know, because I don't have Destiny for the next month, I can't do this whole, like, oh, we're on the Power World. Oh, we're on the Elden Ring. Oh, we're on the fucking Helldivers. You know what I mean? I just can't. I don't work like that. I need something to bite my teeth into, and I feel like these last couple of months have really just not been... I'm glad everyone else is enjoying everything, but for me, it's just not how I like to experience games, I guess. I don't know why my camera's doing that, but if it does that again, I'm going to throw up. Oh, it just did it twice in a row. Ugh, my tummy. Nope. No! Completely planned. Fucking... Got something tickling my wrist. Oh, this is no good. Oh, I'm out of time. No way I make this. Literally just the greatest. Go away. That guy's gonna put a shield. Oh, fucking hell. Everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Please die. Oh, please kill him. Okay, I think we're good. Not wasting $60 on the flavor of the month. Yeah, that's just kind of, that's how I feel too. I don't know. I don't know. It sucks because I really hate to be the guy that's like watching everyone check out all these fucking awesome games and just not being able to connect like them, you know? I really hate doing that. But it's just like, I just can't really... I guess for me, it's less about like wasting money and it's more just about, I just don't enjoy... I mean, it is wasting money, but it's not just because like I don't want to spend it. It's just, I just don't get enjoyment out of it, you know? I played a couple missions of Helldivers with my friends. I was like, yeah, I guess this is kind of cool, but I just can't, I can't do the whole play it, forget about it thing. I don't know. This guy's gonna fuck me up. Let's go. Fuck this up, nerd. Uh-oh. That heavy just went off the map. That's tragic. Okay. I don't really have a lot of ammo going into this encounter. No! Ah! I don't know if that's recoverable. No. I don't think there's any chance I make this. 30 seconds is not a lot of time. No, no shot, no shot, no shot. Nah, it's over. Fuck, man. What a good first try, though. Messing up that well skate. Killed it immediately. Damn it. That was a really good first try. That was way better than my first tries on. Or any of my tries on first. Yeah. 3 Orban kind of Not the vibe. Are you serious? I need to calm down, holy. I fucking hit the super button again instead of, I meant to click jump twice, and I think that's maybe what I did last time too. I'm well skating hitting super instead of well skating jump. I'm all in my head. This is exactly what fucking happens. I make one stupid mistake and it just compiles. I just can't think straight. Holy fuck. Alright, calm down. If I do that one more time, I'm done. I'm done. Okay? If I do that a single more time, it's fucking over. I quit Destiny, okay? I will rage quit if that happens. I will rage quit right fucking now. Yeah. Oh, sorry. That vote was supposed to end like an hour ago. That was my bad. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. All right, calm the fuck on. Thank God. Holy shit. No. I'm afraid to hit the space bar again to get the lifts, because I think I'm gonna hit the fucking super button instead. I'm gonna move my wrong finger. Okay, I'm done. I'm done for the night. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, I'll pick this up. I'll pick this up tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know which day. It depends how I feel tomorrow. No, one more try. Oh my God. I can't. My brain is broken. Okay. I'm just off. I'm just off right now. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I know how to well skate. I've been fucking doing it for literal years. This is great. This is great. This is pissing me off because I want to quit. I want to quit, but I just can't. I don't even fucking need ammo. Ammo's for dorks. I don't even need sound. Sound's for dorks. Have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow or Saturday.